Hello everyone and welcome back to Tanner Plays Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. On the last episode we got the Boulder Badge from Brock, and we also made our way up to Mount Moon. This is the entrance of Mount Moon. Now in between episodes I went and I challenged the trainers that we had not yet fought, and I found something in the grass. I found a wild Charmander. So that's pretty cool. We will not be using Charmander in this Let's Play, however, we will only be using one traditional Kanto starter, and that will be Squirtle, because Squirtle is not only my favorite Pokemon, but my favorite Kanto starter. So, once we get a Squirtle, we will be using that. Anyway, let's head into Mount Moon. So this is Mount Moon, and in the original Red and Blue, and also in Fire Red and Leaf Green, this was pretty irritating. I remember getting frustrated with Mount Moon, but it's a lot easier this time because you can dodge the wild Pokemon, so that helps out quite a bit. Anyway, it looks like Team Rocket's here. Looks like there's nothing here. Let's just search farther in. You were eavesdropping on us just now, weren't you? Meowth, you were supposed to be keeping watch. Meowth should talk, I'm telling you. We know there's some rare fossils buried around here somewhere. If you got any, you better hand them over to us, Twerp. That's right, if anyone is going to profit off those rare fossils, it's going to be us. Then you just run off. Okay. If you're going to demand that I hand over fossils and just run off, I don't really understand that, but it looks like there's a Geodude here, so let's capture that. Not only a regular Geodude, but it is a different size Geodude. It is a huge Geodude. So, the ring is yellow, which means, you know what, we can chance it with a Pokeball. I think we'll do alright. As long as you don't throw it when he tries to attack. That's not a good idea. How about now? Nope. Okay. I think I'm going to go with the Great Ball this time. We don't have too many of those, but it'll help our odds. And got it. That's another Pokemon to add to the box. And there will be plenty of trainers to fight here, including this one right here. It looks like a bug catcher. Okay, we're going to go ahead and send out Pidgey for this one. And I believe Gust should take care of Pidgey pretty well. Yeah, does quite a bit of damage. Super effective, so. Yeah, Confusion wasn't too bad. I think that's a level difference thing, too. Let's try this. Gust. And got him. Alright. That's quite a bit of XP, too. Again, we're going to have these kind of, you know, just Pokemon I've caught in the party. So, you know, I'm not going to be using those, but for right now, the team is Eevee, it's Pidgey, and Bellsprout. I couldn't remember what it was called there for a second. Alright, let's see what's in this item. Pokeball. 5 Great Balls. That'll come in handy, especially since we used one on that Geodude. There should be some other Pokemon in this cave, too, if I remember correctly. I believe there's Zubats for sure. I know that one for certain. There's also Clefairy. Hey. If we're really lucky, we'll come across a Chansey, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and throw this out. Somehow that missed. I don't really know how, but let's try it again. What is happening? I've had the worst luck with throws in this game. Must not be throwing it right. And there we go. Clefairy. And, you know, a lot of this is like the Kanto games, because obviously this is a remake of one of the Kanto games, but they do have some of the modern things in the game, including the Fairy-type Pokemon. So, you can see here in the Pokedex entry, I think they'll show it, yeah. It's a Fairy-type, which is not what it was in the original games. Fairy-types, I believe, were introduced with Pokemon X and Y. And here we have a Paris. So let me see my chances with the Pokeball here. Yellow. I mean, we have a lot more Pokeballs than Great Balls, and at this point in the game, I don't want to be wasting Great Balls. So we're going to give it a try with Pokeballs. And if it breaks out, we'll just keep trying with Pokeballs. We have quite a few raspberries, too, so I'm going to use that. Okay. Yeah, that should work, hopefully. And we got it. So, I think I explained this in earlier episodes, but we will be trying to catch Pokemon that we have not yet caught. We won't be going for a 100% run or anything in this game. But if we do encounter a Pokemon that we haven't caught, then we will catch it. So, and here's Team Rocket again. Ah, you're pretty fast, kid. I do think they worked Team Rocket into the game more than they did previously in Pokemon Yellow. I didn't really play Pokemon Yellow, so I can't confirm or deny that, but I do think they've worked Team Rocket in there a little bit more. I didn't mean to run into Clefairy here either. I think we see them a bit more in this game. Awakening, that could come in handy. It looks like there's a trainer here. I'm trying to fight you, man. I did not sneak up on you. I don't know what you're talking about. Super nerd. Of course, he uses Grimer. Poison. So, be careful. I think we have some antidotes left over. Hopefully. So, it shouldn't be too much of an issue if we do get poisoned. I also need to switch out and let Bellsprout do some fighting pretty soon. Alright, just like I said, we need to check and see if we have any antidotes. Yeah, we still have some left over. And we also have a revive, just in case, so... Alright, we do need to recall Pidgey, so let's go ahead and do that. They're all the same level, our 3 main Pokemon, so... You know what, I think I'm going to send Eevee out. If anything, I think I'll try and keep Eevee just a little bit higher leveled, maybe 1 or 2 levels ahead of the rest of the party. I think Eevee might get poisoned too, yep. Yep, alright. Let me use another antidote. I think I'll finish off Grimer actually, and then I'll use an antidote in Overworld. Oh, why did I do that? That's not what I wanted to do. Well, at least the defense will go down. Yeah, that is not what I wanted to do. Let's try another quick attack. I was going for tackle. I don't know why I pressed A on that. Okay. I really like the 3D models for the Pokemon in this game, but I think Grimer and Muck look a little weird. I don't know if that's the common consensus, but I do think they look a little strange. Okay. And I did mention these starters earlier, but we will be coming across the regular Kanto starters. There are trainers that hand them out to you if you capture a certain amount of Pokemon, and you can also encounter them in the wild, but that's a lot rarer than obviously finding these trainers that they have set out for you. So, alright, let's go ahead and use a potion and heal Pidgey and Eevee up, because we have plenty of potions, and I think we can spare a few. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and send Eevee out as the main Pokemon in the front of our party, just so Eevee can get a little bit more experience and level up and stay ahead of the other ones just a little bit. Mankey, that is a Pokemon that I believe we have not yet seen, so that will be put in the Pokedex as seen but not captured. And in case you aren't familiar with the Pokedex, the Pokemon you've seen in battle will be entered into the Pokedex, but they won't have any information until you capture them. So the goal, if you want to complete the Pokedex, is to capture all of the Pokemon. Now, there are certain things you can get if you have seen a certain amount. Like, I think you can get certain things from NPCs if you have seen a certain amount of Pokemon, but to complete the Pokedex, you do have to capture every single one of them, or receive them through a trade, or you know, an in-game trade, or an actual trade with another player. Or you can also get, like, event Pokemon, like Mew, for example. And here we have encountered a Team Rocket grunt, so unlike Jesse and James, which are kind of special characters, these are your average Team Rocket grunts. So he says, "We, Team Rocket, are the Pokemon Bandits. We strike fear into others with our strength." I don't really know if that's the case, but you know, he can believe what he wants to. Usually these Team Rocket grunts aren't very strong. In fact, they might be a little bit weaker than the average trainer. Anyway, let's go ahead and send out Eevee. Or Eve, rather. Gotta get that down. And it looks like if we win this battle, we might be leveling up. So let's do a double kick, actually. I don't think we use that move a whole lot. There we go. That was a really good attack, and it was only one kick. Yeah, and that puts us ahead. One more level for Eve. Sand attack. You know what? Yeah, I think we'll replace Tail Whip with Sand Attack. Because Sand Attack, believe it or not, is a pretty good move early on in the game. As you can see, this very small inclined area up here is preventing us from getting over there. But we can see like a little peek into the other room over here, so we will be going there later. Okay, so I've decided to get Eve up to level 14, or rather 15, and once we do that, we'll start training up the other two. But for now, level 15 seems like a very good level for Eve. Alright, I've run around for a few minutes and have not found anything, so we are going to go ahead and progress. And we might find Chansey later on in Mount Moon. Hello, James? Yikes, quit following us. Not trying to. Trust me. Okay, let's head down. And you know what? This might lead us to that area we saw earlier. Is this the same? I think this might be... Oh, hey! Whoa! Wow, Clefable. I haven't seen a Clefable in Mount Moon. That's pretty crazy. It seems to be rarer, especially since it has a red circle there, so... We're going to go with a Great Ball and try to throw a Raspberry. And I've noticed with these rare Pokemon that they tend to run away, so we are going to try and catch this. If I can throw the ball for once in this Let's Play. Come on. Alright. It would be really cool if we caught it. Nope. Alright. Let's try again. Nope. Oh man, I really want to catch this. We got it, yeah. Clefable is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I don't know, I mean, I've been hit with that a lot during this game. I've noticed there are Pokemon that I thought were a lot smaller than they actually are. It's pretty cool that they did, you know, like accurate sizes for the Pokemon in this game. So Mount Moon might be one of the longer episodes, so I'm planning on cutting down a lot of the fat in this episode and just kind of showing the highlights for this one, because Mount Moon can be a pretty long and tedious area, even in this game. Hopefully we can get this episode down to about 20 minutes or so. We'll see if that's the case, but I'm hoping that that will be the case. Alright, Eve, let's get you up to level 15. And, I think I'm going to go with a Quick Attack. Considering this is a level 8 Pokemon, I'm not too worried about Sandshrew here. And again, in Pokemon, there are certain Pokemon that are in the other versions. So in this case, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And we won't be capturing those. We might get those traded to us at some point. That depends on if my friends want to trade those to me. But for now, we won't be capturing those Pokemon, obviously, since we're not, you know, going to play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. We've already started this one. Another Rocket Grunt. This is a rocket-occupied area. So let's see what you have. Zubat. Alright. This time we can start switching over and leveling up Bellsprout and Pidgey, and they are nearly level 15 themselves. So hopefully we can get them evened out just a bit. Alright. Yeah, that was pretty good amount of damage there. Alright. It's looking like we might want to switch Bellsprout out to Pidgey. A Bite. Let's try a Gust. And a Gust did a pretty good amount of damage. I think we could do maybe a Quick Attack or a Tackle next. Yeah, Quick Attack did pretty well. And here we are at the infamous decision in Mount Moon. Hey, stop. I found these fossils. They're both mine. So what's going to happen here is we're going to battle this super nerd, and once we win, he'll give us our choice of fossil, and this is a highly contested point in the fan base. Which fossil do you choose? So it looks like we have a Voltorb, and this looks like the first time we've seen Voltorb. Alright, Bellsprout, I think you have a handle on this. Although we do need to heal you. Let's check. I think we still have plenty of potions, so we can heal you up pretty good. And I think you can take on Voltorb here. Well, let's try a Vine Whip, which does a pretty good amount of damage. I think another one of those should do him in. And there we go. Magnemite. I think we'll stay with Bellsprout for this one, because sending out Pidgey would not be a good idea when using, or we're going against this guy with electric Pokemon. Let's try Wrap. That's an attack we haven't used a whole lot during this LP. Okay, not too well, but he will be wrapped every turn. So as you can see here, Magnemite will take a little bit of damage after every turn has passed due to Wrap, so that's a good thing. And we can also whittle down the health with Vine Whip. Alright, Confusion. And with Confusion, we have a chance of hurting ourselves when we try to attack. So that's a status ailment you generally don't want. Just like really any other status ailment, I suppose. Also, I like the fact that characters have iPads in this game. Pokemon-themed iPads. And don't tell me that's not an iPad, because it looks just like an iPad. Fine, we'll each take a fossil. It's no good being greedy, right? So we have two choices here. We have Dome Fossil, and we also have the Helix Fossil. So what I'm going to choose is up to a coin flip. I am going to flip a coin, and we're going to see what we get. So heads is the Helix Fossil, and tails is the Dome Fossil. Alright, so I have a quarter here. Let's see what we get. Looks like heads, which means the Helix Fossil is what we're going to choose. And we'll see what happens with the Helix Fossil later on, but for now, we can't really do anything with it. Stop right there. It's Team Rocket. Hands off, that fossil belongs to us. How did you even get here ahead of us? We're Team Rocket. I'm Jesse, and I'm James. And this is Meowth. And the two of us are going to take that fossil back. Not so sure about that. Team Rocket, Jesse, and James. It's kind of cool how they brought Jesse and James into this game. It's kind of weird seeing like the anime and games universes crossing, but I guess they did that in yellow, so. Anyway, it looks like we're using Eevee and Bellsprout here. That's a pretty good team to me. And Ekans is down. Hopefully Coughing will go down pretty soon. Yeah, Coughing's all alone, so chances are Coughing will go down very soon. Let's go ahead and do a quick attack. Not on Ekans, though. Let's do a quick attack on Coughing. And let's just do a quick attack on Coughing with Pidgey too. That way we can just easily take Coughing out. And there we go. Coughing is down. Which means Team Rocket is defeated and they are not getting our fossil. And with that, we have made it out of Mount Moon and onto Route 4. This episode has run pretty long, so we're going to go ahead and stop here. In the next episode, we will be heading to Cerulean City and seeing what's going on there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.